Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and today I'm doing another episode of my Civ 5 playthrough, the post-industrial era playthrough. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this city here. Do that. So, things are moving along. Got a few things accomplished here. Finally got my money building back up pretty quickly, actually, so I can finally upgrade those dudes. My tourism's all the way up to 36, so I can show you a look at that. Everyone is rising slowly except for Carthage. I continue to be very influential against them, but Brazil's up to 50% bonus now. I still have a 25% bonus with Polynesia, but nobody else, I don't have a bonus with anybody else. So, and France is my biggest worry, because they have a huge amount of culture, which is the defense of the cultural victory. So I'm not even exotic with them, let alone anything else. I'm close. I'm up to 8.4%, but still, I highly doubt I'm ever going to get influential over France. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get influential over Carthage and Polynesia, but other than that, it's kind of iffy. You can see here that France has actually surpassed me in the tourists. Everybody else is way behind me, so I don't have to really worry about anybody else in that regard. But France has actually passed me by 4, so that should take me 2 great works or something along those lines to even catch back up to them. So that is kind of worrisome. Also, you'll note that in the last episode, I just built this construction site when the lumber mill, and then I went over here, and then the coal showed up on the map. So I had to go back and destroy that and put the coal up, which means I just left here where I put up the dang trading post to go over here and fix this one. Now we discovered aluminum, and guess where it is? So those workers have been going back and forth and undoing the work that they've already done for a while now and just completely ruining themselves. I will say, though, that putting the manufactory there... Putting the manufactory here made a huge difference immediately in the production of that city and how quickly they could start getting stuff built. So they're not doing too bad now. That was a huge, huge help. I also got to pick what the next vote is going to be on, and I voted for Judaism to become the world religion, which would really help me out, but I highly doubt that that's going to actually happen. But it was either that or the military thing, where the cost of military cost 25% more, the upkeep, and that would have really have made Carthage very unhappy with me, and I didn't want to get on their bad side, since I know they have a decent military, and they're just south of me. Plus, I am trying to keep this whole thing going where I'm basically just everyone's friend. And, wow, they immediately undid what I just did. Well, screw you. I got another one. Blam. So, I highly doubt that it's going to go through. I don't think anyone other than me would even vote for it. But it's there's no sense in not trying it, at least. And, let's see. Circus Maximus needs a Colosseum. Okay, so happiness is still okay. Okay, so I figured it was worth a shot, and I'm gonna try to get allied with as many city-states as possible, so that I have more votes in the thing, and maybe I can make it happen. But highly, highly doubt that that's actually gonna become a thing. But hey, I got that taken care of, and that's odd. It jumped me up 3 instead of. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Blah, 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 blah. So that jumped me up to 38 now, so I'm a little bit caught up with France, and I will catch up when I get this great musician to put up their stuff, but the problem is I can't until this newer city builds the opera house, which is a ways away. I have to do the amphitheater first, then the opera house, so that's what's holding me back right now, and that's why you can't... you can no longer keep... Because it used to be, for a cultural victory... yeah, sorry about that, buddy. A cultural victory, you needed a small civ. You didn't want a bunch of cities because the less cities you had, the quicker you could get policies, cultural policies, because the total amount, I'll show you right here. Blah, 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 blah. Each city you own will increase social policy costs by 10%. There it goes. It says it right there on the bottom of that thing. So it makes it, every city you get makes it harder to get new policies, even though those new cities also generate culture. In the end, it makes it more difficult. So I never thought it was really worth it to look at how many different pressures are going on there. So you never wanted to build a large civ when going for a cultural victory. But now you kind of need to, because you need multiple cities to hold all the great works necessary to get your tourism high enough to get a cultural victory. I have 4 cities. That still might not be enough. I may have to end up throwing up a 5th city, possibly down here would be a spot that it would fit okay, and I would have a way to be able to put one right there. Not a ton of reasons to go there, really, but it's a place that I could put one. I could also... oh, and look at this guy. Oh, well, dang it. I don't like him there. I could also go up here just because it's pretty open, but it's open for a reason. There's a lot of desert and stuff. There's not a lot there, so it's kind of desolate. And I haven't really got a good look at the other continents yet, so I'm not sure if there's anything available on them. I do know... Uh-oh. Dito is plotting against me. Thanks for the intrigue there. So she's plotting against me, and now she wants open borders. Well, this is problematic, because open borders gives me a bonus with them as far as like gaining influence. But if she's plotting against me, I don't want to give her free reign to like send, like scouts through my area to see what I got going on and stuff. So I'm going to refuse her and actually deny that. Which I don't want to have to do because it's bad for a cultural victory. But if she is plotting something against me, then we want to do anything in our powers to avoid giving her an advantage with something, anything. Alright, hey, I'm about to finish aesthetics. Nice. So let's see what happens here. Adopting all policies doubles the theming bonus you receive from museums and wonders. Awesome. It also allows the purchase of great writers, artists, and musicians with faith. Wow. Well, that's pretty epic. That's really going to give us a huge boost to our tourism very quickly. And then the last thing we learn, reduces the culture cost of future policies by 10%, which is also super helpful. So there you go. That's what's up. That's actually severely what's up. So I wonder how much that's going to cost, though. So here in Copenhagen, for example... I can do a great work of writing. I have a slot for that. Actually, let's do this the easier way. Let's look at the culture overview. There we go. Okay, so in RS, I can do a whole bunch of art because they have the Uffizi, and I can also do it for the museum. I can have an art thing there. In Copenhagen, I can have a great writing thing, but only the one. And then here in Kopang, I can have 3 works of art. So a work of art is obviously what I want to do because I have a ton of open slots for art and not a whole lot for writing, and we might just get a writer the normal way. So using faith to get a great artist to give us a great work of art would be baller. So let's see if we can actually do that. What is that going to cost us in faith? Let's see. 1,000? Yep, it's 1,000 for all of them. So save up 1,000 faith, and wow, okay, that's awesome. And my faith is pretty good, plus 39 faith. So that is pretty stellar. I like that. Sure, open borders. Hey, now I get some extra influence with Egypt. I haven't accomplished that yet, so that's good. They're really far away, and I don't have any established trade routes or anything like that with them, so that is good. But yeah, so that might have been, though, how France suddenly jumped ahead. Maybe they already finished that? I don't know. Because they did jump ahead rather quickly. But yeah, that should give me some serious opportunity to play some catch-up. And I really don't need to spread religion anymore. I hate when the map does that. Yay, let's work together. I've pretty much spread religion to most of the places that I would want to spread it to. Man, everyone wants to fight with everybody. anywhere where I can't, like down here, he was mad about me trying to spread faith, so I'm not going to push that issue. Brazil gets pretty mad about it too, and I mean, you can see that I have a pretty good establishment of Judaism over there already, but I'm not going to mess with them. I know they get really mad at me on the other continent about getting rid of Catholicism for Judaism, so there's not too many more places I can really spread Judaism. I have it where I need it, so I can just focus all my faith on great artists instead of like great prophets or anything like that. So that's really good. That is good stuff. Okay, so yeah, the Gatling gun is the highest level range thing that I have right now, and that is exactly what I'm going to get to work on. And the musket man can just like sit on a hill over here and just kind of perch up, because I'd rather have the range units in the city. But yeah, so that's the highest level dude I can get right now for range, and I can always upgrade him later. So that's what I'm going to be working on, getting some range guys in effect here. Okay, so I think this is a message that I've never seen before. I just got into the modern era, so I got a whole new thing, a brave new world. The time has come to choose a new path for your people and your empire. Each ideology, freedom, order, and autocracy, is that how you say that? Autocracy? Contains a unique set of increasingly powerful tenets that will form the foundation of your ideology and influence your diplomatic relations for years to come. So this is where things start to get really serious and where a lot of the changes happen, because what ends up happening here is if I have a different ideology than somebody else and we clash, that's going to make it more difficult for us to have good relations, trade, like open border agreements, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like if one person's all about freedom and one person's all about like communism, then, just like the Cold War, we have this clash here, right? So, but this is exciting. I've never gotten to choose the ideology before, so I'm looking forward to that. So first, let me really quick bang this out. Let's do this because I want to reveal the oil on the map. So we can do autocracy, freedom, or order. I think autocracy is the one that I want. I think. See, like under best victory types, it shows culture for all three of them. Science for these two. So I don't know. I'll have to let's look at the details. Plus 100 tourism with all known civs when a great writer, artist, or musician is born. Plus 100? I don't know. It sounds like autocracy is the one for me, even though it seems like it also kind of leans towards military. But it seems like there was more in this one for tourism than anything else. So I'm going to have to say that that's the one for me, and hopefully I'm right. So now we have that. So now we can... Oh, geez. Okay, I see what they're doing here. This is really cool. So I get to select two... Every time I get a thing, I'll select an ideology, and then when I get two of these, I can select a level 2. And then I need 2 level 2s to select a level 3, which means I'm going to have to... So, yeah. All right. Well, that's awesome. Whoa, I just zoomed in by accident. So, yeah, plus 100 tourism with all known civs when a great writer, artist, or musician is born. Sounds OP as crap. Oh, I can get 2 added right now. Well, Shazam. That's awesome. I did it again. I'm zooming in. Yeah, spies are always good. So let's send a spy to Carthage as a diplomat. Keep working on them. And while we're talking about diplomats, let's go ahead and look at that. Because now, look, Carthage is now only rising slowly now that I no longer have open borders with them. So that's slowed things down with them a little bit, unfortunately. And France now has an additional 2, so they're ahead of me. But I'm the only person right now with an ideology. So as time goes on and people adopt an ideology, that's going to become a lot more significant. So yeah, that Eiffel Tower is obviously a needed thing. So once again, not building units like I wanted to. I got a single Gatling gun done, and then it's like straight to the Eiffel Tower. So, oh well. But now we get to assign delegates. So she wants to ban citrus, which seems like a silly thing to do. And I want to make a world, which, to be honest with you, a world religion is silly. Obviously, there shouldn't be a world religion, but like IRL, there shouldn't be a world religion. But it helps me in the game. I don't think it's going to pass, though. I think most people are probably against it. But I had 5 delegates, which isn't the smallest amount of delegates in the world. So, you know, who knows? We'll wait to see what happens. So we had a third person declare war on Polynesia. Everyone just hates Polynesia, apparently. I feel kind of bad for Polynesia, to be honest with you. See, like, she has a pretty good-sized navy. Like, I'm in trouble if she decides to start using it. Okay, so let's see what would happen here. Okay, so the world religion was not passed, which I pretty much knew was going to happen. But the ban on citrus was passed. But I don't have any citrus, I don't think. That's bananas. I don't think I have any citrus, so I don't think that affects me. Hard to say, though, because well, maybe it was some of my city-states did. I know my happiness is all the way down to 1, so it seems pretty low. But anyway, so that's that. We made it to turn 345 in today's episode, because I'm going to go ahead and cut things here. There's plenty to do, but nothing super relative that needs to happen right away. So we can... Carthage army is currently marching a surprise attack against another city, but we don't know who. Yikes. So, yeah, I'm going to cut things here, and we will skip ahead a little bit, like I always do, and see what happens in the future turns. I'm looking forward to where this is all leading to, especially with now that I'm getting into the whole ideology thing. I think that's a lot of fun. And actually, I am going to take it to turn 346 because I would like to enact a level 2 thingamagoo before I let you go. So let's do that really quick. Wouldn't that just be fun? Oh, look at this thing that she's going to have access to. Boo! I think I like this happiness one first. Because I already have... That would increase my happiness by 8, if I'm not mistaken, like right off the bat. Yep, and indeed it did. So that's not too shabby. So really quick, let's check on the tourism thing. Dino is rising. Again, everybody else is still rising slowly, but it's really building up. Let's see, what's she at? 59.5%. So no one else has ideology yet, which I find interesting since I think other people were ahead of me on technology. But yeah, so nobody else has ideology yet, and so I'm alone on that. And I got to select a new thing, so I'm happier again because I was only at 1 happiness, so now I'm at 9 happiness, so that makes everything a lot better for me. So that's exciting. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the Civilization 5 playthrough post-industrial era. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I think this is... I like a lot of the changes. It's just, it still doesn't sit quite right with me. I think Gods and Kings was a brilliant expansion, and Brave New World just, I don't know, maybe it took it certain things too far. I can't place it yet. Maybe by the end of this series, I'll know exactly what it is that I don't care about or care for or whatever, because there's just something that doesn't sit right with me about this expansion. So hopefully I'll figure that out. But thanks again, and I will see everyone next time. Laters.